Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Ape Escape 2. I'm your host, Master Reki Wills, joined as always by Galuf Black Mage. Want to hear my 2 cents?
You have 2 cents.
Exactly. My 2 cents is we should play some Monkey Climber.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to Monkey Climber. It's good music.
That is some good music. Oh, there are a lot of levels.
There sure are. I don't remember how to play this. Didn't look at the instructions. I think this is like Donkey Kong Jr. Oh. Oh.
From the way it looks, this is giving me the vibes of those, like, really obnoxious physics-based games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every limb is a couple buttons, something like that.
Spider controls, I like to refer to them as. Alright, we'll just do a couple of these. Because I also hate Monkey Climber. This game sucks. Did it.
Well, not bad.
Do the monkey.
Flat 10 seconds.
What are the odds of that? Okay, one more. Because that went surprisingly well. And it can't possibly go any worse. God,
Oh.
going upwards sucks ass. Oh, we're climbing. Did it.
Excellent. Nice work.
I thought the bee was gonna hurt you.
He might. I don't know. But I'm just
It
better.
looked like you just clipped through it, though.
I'm just good. Alright, that's enough Monkey Climber for a lifetime. Skyscraper City. Oh, it's the place we got that hint about.
They went ham on extras with this game.
They sure did.
I hope this helps you.
This electromagnet is truly attractive. Learn all about the
Boo.
magnets in the gadget trainer. Do you want to go to the gadget trainer now?
This isn't even a gadget. You just put a magnet on a handle.
It's a gadget.
I guess it's an electromagnet 'cause it turns on and off. I summon the power of Magnet Man. Something's pulling
Suddenly
you.
remembering how, like, different Magnet Man's vibe is in Battle Network compared to the classic series.
I don't even remember Magnet Man in Battle Network. When did that happen? Which game
I
was
don't
it?
know if he was in an earlier one. I know he was at least in one of the versions of 5.
How do I tackle this thing?
Here, use the magnet.
Once you've
I feel like he
taken
was
the
in a
helmet,
different one, too.
do you remember this attack?
Oh, right. Ground Pound, which I've never used. Only 17 monkeys. Whatever will I do? Oh, that's a good track too.
Okay, he was in Battle Network 2. The second one.
Oh, right. He was on the plane. Yeah. I suddenly remember now. I remember it all. I remember him in Battle Network 5. when he had a different operator.
Yep.
Because the other one died.
Battle Network 2 was kind of dark.
A little bit.
Someone died in Battle Network 3 too, but they were a lot less explicit about the fact that that happened. They just kind of, you know, one of the operators just didn't show up again. They didn't really comment on it.
Wait, which one died?
Beastman's operator.
Oh, yeah.
But him just being gone and them not really commenting on it is a lot different from 2, where, like, more than one character just very explicitly dies.
Very interesting that the reason that guy's helmet wasn't coming off is because he was too close to the magnet.
That's some jank.
Born again idiot. Yo, me too, man. Yeah.
Oh wait, we did get that wrong though. Magnet Man's operator didn't die. He just got arrested.
Oh. Thought he died.
I think it was. Which one? We might be thinking of Airman's operator.
Someone got, like, car bombed, didn't they?
I want to say it was Airman's operator who, like, he gets a phone call from Gospel's leader at the subway station and kind of gets him basically like, you have failed me, and then just a bomb goes off in the subway station and he's dead.
That's what I'm thinking of. I hear you, monkey. Not a magnet. Could have guessed by the giant hand symbol on it. You're mine, Linda. No good enough there for me. Not yet.
Damn, really? I guess they were not as dark with that game as I thought, and they just kind of didn't make it really obvious that the guy lived, though.
Wait, he did? No, he didn't.
The briefcase, blah blah, explodes, presumably killing him, although an email reporting on the explosion mentioned there weren't any people injured, implying this wasn't necessarily the case. And then in that goddamn spin-off Battle Chip Challenge, dude shows up again.
Yeah, no. They're not canon. He dies. The only reason they didn't find any body is because Ninja Man, Shadow Man's operator, cleaned it up after. No one can tell me otherwise. Ninja Man. The heck am I saying?
This is an acceptable headcanon.
Use the power of magnets.
Starting to get some Pushmo vibes.
Yo, I love Pushmo. Pushmo's so good. Should play some more Pushmo. Pushmo wasn't that bad. It was the other ones that were fucked up.
Oh, really?
Like Crashmo. The puzzle just got very, very, very high tier difficulty IMO. It's too bad the icon doesn't change for the race car. No, my nemesis. Don't shoot me. I don't deserve it. Frankly, you can go back to the zoo. Yeah, weren't we recording the Sly games at some point? Did I dream that?
I think just the first one.
I don't know why, considering I've never played them, but saying that reminded me of that character, frankly. Of Jack, Ratchet, and Sly, Sly was the only series I didn't play at all.
Would you believe I played none of any of those? I
Mm,
meant
kinda
to,
not.
but I didn't.
I feel like you would have been a Ratchet guy.
I think... I want to say Jack and Daxter was the one that interested me the most out of the three.
Jack and Daxter or Jack?
Well, the series in general.
I ask because Jack 2 and 3 are drastically different kinds of games.
I actually don't know much about how what the gameplay is like in them. I know there is like a huge tone shift.
Jack 2 and 3 are shooters, basically, third-person platformer shooters. The first one is like Banjo-Kazooie, but Crash Bandicoot. My first experience with Jack was actually... Oh, I think I did play Jack and Daxter a little bit, because it was a PS2 launch game. But my first real experience with it was Jack 2. After I had gone to the Greatest Hits label, I found it in the bin for like $5 at a Toys R Us, and said, I have $5, I'll play this.
Nice.
I don't remember how old I was, but I was still young enough to be going to Toys R Us. To do the thing that I always do, which is look at the things on the shelf over every time I go. Same things. Just be like, is there anything new? Not since last week. Which I still do to this day. I just like looking at stuff. Now I go to the EV games.
I remember when we had EV games.
Yeah, we technically don't either anymore. There was a hot period, maybe 10 years ago, where GameStop, US GameStop took over, and they tried to rename EV Games to GameStop, and everyone hated it, and it didn't stick, so they went back to EV Games. Still owned by GameStop, but went back to using EV Games, and then, for how many years ago now, they finally just changed it back to GameStop permanently.
Eh.
It was probably about the same time they stopped selling video games. I mean that hyperbolically.
I was gonna say, I was like, did they really? Because they're called GameStop.
And they basically did. 70% of that store or more is like collectibles and cards and whatever the hell.
Kind of whack. Also, why did I see this and immediately my brain go to DMC2?
I don't know. Why are there no monkeys over there? Unidentified funky gibbon. Okay. How many monkeys do we need? 3? Alright, we're gonna go to the tank.
I've never even played DMC2, but I've seen a clip of that, like, a couple parts of the game, including that section of going down, like, the highway, just fighting tanks.
DMC2 was also my first experience with Devil May Cry.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. A lot of 2s being my first experience.
Sometimes that works out pretty well. Sometimes no.
Yeah. I've never actually played Devil May Cry 1. 3 is when I was like, yeah, okay, it's getting the rules. It was also too hard for a youngster like me. Me and my younger brother and his friend used to sit around trying to play Devil May Cry 3 and getting through it because it was very hard.
I've heard the Switch version is like the best version of that game now.
3 or 2?
3.
Oh, really? Weird.
Because it actually added a feature to the game that it wasn't originally in the game that just makes it more fun to play, which is like just hot swapping your styles in the middle of fighting.
Wait, what?
Like the different fighting styles you can use in the game, you can just switch between them just in the middle of comboing and shit.
Yeah, you can do that in PS2.
For 3? No.
Yeah. Didn't you? Special
Or
edition?
maybe it's the fact that... Wait, maybe it's the fact that you could only have 2 styles equipped at a time originally, and now you can just have, like, more.
Maybe. I feel like when I think of that combat, I think of having all the styles. Maybe I'm just thinking of, like, DMC5, where that was definitely the case.
Yeah, that was a thing later in the series. And apparently they retrofitted it onto 3.
Oh. Yeah, I thought it was just always there.
It should have been.
Correct. By the way, this is tank controls. To move forward, I press both sticks forward. To turn, I have to move one back and one forward.
Ew.
Yeah, used to it.
I see what they're going for, though. It makes sense. Like, you're controlling the treads.
Yo, PS2 textures? Maybe we should have gone back and grab that guy. Oh well. Okay. I can't adjust the... I also can't double jump off these things. Okay, I understand. Turns out this game just sucks. Oh, you can't double jump. Just not that one time, apparently. Or that time. You can double jump when the game fucking feels like it. Hello? Why can I... Why? What? I don't know why any of this happened. I can't properly explain what the hell that was. I didn't
Climbing for the fun of it.
I didn't do anything differently. It's just sometimes it's like, nah, you can't double jump. Sometimes you could. Sometimes you don't do it late. Sometimes you could grab onto the thing, which, by the way, you grab onto it just by pointing your stick at it. Sometimes you couldn't. For no apparent reason. It looked exactly the same to me. Top banana.
Banana.
Yes!
Nice.
I had the read.
Where could that blasted lethargy laser be?
Edge brush. Probably. That's where I put the laser. Monkey test. A monkey test? This'll be easy. Select the banana that originates in Ecuador. None. Try drawing a face on a pebble and then hold on to it dearly. Your fortune's fair today. Make do with what you have. That's a good life lesson. More comics. The Stun Club's great for catching monkeys. Jimmy! Give me that Stun Club now! Wow, you're catching monkeys too? Nah! What a swing! Yeah! Clothesline! How is it possible? Uh-oh, monkey fable.
It's time. Ukyu reached the castle, where the Shogun stood before a painted folding screen awaiting his arrival. The Shogun told him that every night the tiger painted on the screen would leap out of the picture and terrorize the castle, and that he hoped Ukyu would know what could be done about this. Although he kept it to himself at the time, Ukyu really wondered if the old Shogun was one sword short of a set. Is he crazy?
He might be, but what if the tiger's real?
It's a cursed
We're about to find
painting.
out.
Cursed screen, whatever. Of course, the Shogun was hoping that he could challenge the famous Ukyu's intellect, but as Ukyu hadn't the slightest interest in such games, he pulled a lighter out of his pants and set fire to the folding screen. The fire grew to a considerable size, causing quite a panic. On the way out of the door, Ukyu stopped off at the castle vault, snatching what he could take, and thus ensuring a comfortable retirement.
Base. Penguin.
Not the expected ending.
They always are. That's a nightmare. Today's fortune. You will grow slightly taller today. Your fortune's quite good today. Who knows about tomorrow? Hey, fun biology fact. Did you know you are taller in the morning than you are in the evening?
Weird.
Because as you stand up, gravity slowly compresses the discs between your vertebrae, so you get very slightly shorter.
Don't go too long without lying down.
Yep. Yes! A new IRC car! The sushi.
You gonna drive the sushi around?
Why not? Jimmy and Pippachi. Ooh, my turn. Once upon a time, a young boy named Jimmy lived in poverty with the little monkey Pippachi. Pippachi was a little monkey he had found lost in the forest, and they lived happily together. One day, when they went out to the fields, Pippachi suddenly pointed to the ground, wanting Jimmy to dig. Although it seemed strange, he did just that, and sure enough, there was a huge supply of bananas buried there in the soil. To be continued. You're not bad. Ooh. I wish I could be a concept artist. Those people just have a billion ideas and know how to create variants on the same idea. I just don't have that ability. I can't ideate like that. I wish I could.
Yeah.
I also can't draw for shit, but that's a different problem. As we know, Jimmy and Little Pippichu were very poor, so they were quite ecstatic about this banana find. So ecstatic, they were oblivious to the monkeys nearby who had been hiding in the shadows, watching. They quickly aped the pair's actions, but all they found when they did were rotten bananas. Feeling tricked, they flew into a rage, envious of the lucky pair. They gave Pippichu a whack, which made him cry loudly.
They must pay.
They must pay. I'll show them with code CHIMP. Defeat Spectre.
Oh.
That's a shake-up.
Jimmy, we picked up a reading on Spectre.
That must be the location of the monkey's base.
Yes, Spectre is definitely somewhere inside, but he's not one for complacency. You can bet he has plenty of surprises in store for you. You must be on your guard.
Okay, I'll be careful.
The only thing that matters is
having
catching Spectre.
aphantasia. I feel like having aphantasia does not really help with like being able to do something like concept art. You know, you just can't even picture something in your head to begin with.
Oh! Wombo combo. I don't,
Damn.
for me at least, I don't think that's necessarily the issue, because once I draw something, I can, like, make ideas out of it. I just don't see what it is until I've drawn it. Definitely doesn't help. Peaky. Partner to Mimi.
Also, hard confirm. I just found, yeah, like the original DMC3 on PS2 is just like you select a style at the start of a mission, and you can only change it if you are at like a divinity statue.
Oh, lame. What about Special Edition?
Same. They didn't add the style switching mid-combat until DMC4 and the Switch version of 3.
Oh, weird. Why do I remember that so vividly?
Maybe 3 and 4 kind of blurred together because, like, 3 was kind of a better game and more memorable, but 4's combat was better.
Maybe. Just another example of how unreliable the human memory is.
Yeah.
No. And my ability to control things, apparently.
Unreliable human memory is where the Mandela effect comes from.
Is it Berenstein Bears or Berenstein Bears?
I don't even remember.
I'm still convinced there's a conspiracy theory with that. There's no way. There's definitely multiple editions with different spelling.
I'm pretty sure people who thought they knew it, though, who like thought it was one way, have like dug out their old books and been like, oh, shit.
Well, they're just wrong. They're the ones. They're the conspiracy theorists. Trying to make sure that no one ever knows the true name of the Berenstein Bears. That way the Berenstein Bears can be government actors, untraceable.
Or there really is just like the whole parallel universe thing, and some of us have slipped into the other universe without knowing.
The Beta Sakai-sen and the Alpha Sakai-sen. It's real! Did you ever watch Steins Gate?
Nope.
You should watch Steins Gate.
I should. But then I'm also interested in the fact that there's like a visual novel version of it, and then got my like fell down the rabbit hole of like, oh, there's a bunch of these visual novels in this in this universe.
Only, as far as I'm concerned, only Steins Gate is worth experiencing. I can't explain to you why, because I will have to spoil a bunch of things, but let's just say that Steins Gate 0 is kind of like Darker Than Black 2, where you just pretend it doesn't exist, and where canon is a lot better.
And by Steins Gate 0, you mean like Chaos Head and all those other things?
No, there's one called Steins Gate 0. It's a prequel. Actually, well, I don't know. Again, I can't really explain it. It's kind of a prequel.
Oh god.
I've never
I can
actually
just imagine where that might be going, considering it involves time travel.
Yes, that's why I can't say it's a prequel.
Oh god.
I've never actually watched Chaos Head or Robotics Note, I think the other one's called. Or read it, I guess. I know someone who has, but Steins Gate is the one for a reason. Anime is also, like, pretty good about adapting the visual novel. They even include multiple different routes within it, because, haha, time travel.
Yeah, maybe I'll just watch it sometime, because if I try to hold off for, like, a series of visual novels, I'll probably just never do it.
It's only 26 episodes.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And Japanese dub, incredible. Most anime for me is like, there's a canonical dub. Full Metal Alchemist, it's only in English, I don't care what you say. Darker Than Black is one of the rare ones where I'm perfectly happy to watch it in English or Japanese, but I usually tend to watch it in English. Steins Gate is only in Japanese, there's no other way. Gurren Lagann, I could go either way. Now I think about it. Oh, Gurren Lagann. God, I hate gadget monkeys. Okay, sure, yeah. Jump off the edge, that's what I wanted. There's a universe where that's true. It's not this one, though. I hate you.
There we go. I thought there were like more that there was more of this series. It's Chaos Head, Steins Gate, Robotics Notes, Chaos Child, Occultic 9, and Anonymous Code.
I've heard of at least 2 of those. Alright, new plan. Die, monkey.
Yeah, I'll just watch the anime sometime.
Oh, you little...
You know what else I wanna like get around to experiencing?
What's that?
There's a level 5 published, and I realize that's the less relevant thing actually. There's a visual novel written by the same people who did like, or the same guy who did like 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors.
Ooh.
Which is just called Time Travelers.
Huh.
And it, so many years later, has gotten a fan translation on the 3DS because it never actually got released in the US or overseas. Like, that just came... I forget when. I think that translation just came out, like, earlier this year, if I remember right.
Oh.
I didn't even know there was a fan translation going on.
It's always nice when you find out about a project when it's close to finished.
Yeah.
Not me stumbling upon the Mother 3 fan translation like weeks into its production.
Ooh. Yeah, because this game came out in 2012. I don't remember when the translation started, but I think it was going on for a long ass time.
Like that. Translating a visual novel seems like the worst.
Yeah.
Reminds me that the actual novels of Digital Devil Saga will never finish being translated, unfortunately.
Damn.
I guess they just weren't profitable enough or something. The company that was doing the translation just stopped. The guy who was doing the translation part was a freelancer. He's just like, yeah, I'd love to do it, but man, they haven't called me, so who knows?
Yeah.
He did 2, I think? I think there's 4 books. If I remember right, someone is doing a fan translation of the rest of them. I don't know, though. I'd rather have the books, though.
Yeah.
I also have the novelized, I think it's a prequel of Light.
Oh, I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, well, it never came out in English. I have the Japanese novel. I can't read it. I just got it because it was like $10 on eBay. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Light's cool.
How does that game have a novel like that? I thought that was just like a really tiny little indie game.
Yeah, the guy just wrote a prequel sequel, whatever it was.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. One day I will be able to read it. Probably not in a long time until I get bored enough to actually study. It's also not like a youth fiction, so it's written in. It's written in Giga Kanji. So yeah, I actually not only need to learn vocabulary, I also need to learn kanji so I can read the fucking thing. I'm sure someone's translated it, but again, I'd rather have the novel. No!
Man, those gears go fast.
They're just there to spite me. Cookie. Cookie!
Somehow it looked like they were going faster than that to me. Like I didn't know you could actually just stay stationary on them by running against them.
It didn't look that way to me either, to be honest. That's why I kept jumping everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's another visual novel I have to read too, because I was particularly interested in, like I said, the Time Traveler's visual novel, since it's written by like the Zero Escape guy, but also apparently it's loosely in the same universe as another visual novel that I really didn't know anything about but own anyway, called 428 Shibuya Scramble.
Oh, yeah. That one, was, funny enough, was translated by the guy who did the Digital Devil Saga novels.
Oh, damn. It's all connected.
It's all connected. I've never played it. But I know, oh, you son of a bitch. I've heard good things about 428. I'm not getting baited. Not one cookie left. Please no! Please no! Drop a cookie. Cookie for the guy. Anything for you, me lord. Drop a cookie right on the way. Why am I in hell?
Were you missing just one gadget?
Yep. Yeah, we've been speedrunning this game.
I kind of just suddenly was like noting the fact that you were missing a gadget at all, because I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm like kind of sitting here assuming that this is like the final level of the first playthrough.
Pretty much. It's also by far the longest level because it's not constrained by how many monkeys you collect. It's also just the longest level. Stop! 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 Fuck off! Stop! Bar words. What's behind Cookie? Oh my god, it's Bomberman. You can blow up now. Why does he just have that there? That could have been so much more annoying. Oh, there was nothing to do there. I was screwed. Stop. Oh my god. These guys suck ass. He's got a gun and rockets. It's not fair. And bombs. Yeah, what? Okay.
Monkeys are freaking strapped.
I know your secrets. Take that, Sylvester Stallone. There are so many monkeys, man. Set me free. this way? It's this way. Cookie? Cookie? Come on. You don't see shit. Alright. Doing this the old-fashioned way. Up the Final Fantasy VII stairs. Dude! Leave me alone! I did nothing to you!
You exist.
This, I must be destroyed. Exterminate! Exterminate!
Come. You don't really think you caught me, do you? Because you are the ones who are in trouble now. Here is my latest invention. The Mark II battle cruiser.
Ah, what is that?
It will be over before you know it. Ha! Well, been nice knowing you. Ouch! What was that? Oh! Who did that?
Super Peppechi.
Vita Z bananas?
Just what in the world is going on?
Who knows?
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow monkey? What do you think you're doing? Have you gone bananas?
Yeah.
No!
You just killed that guy.
An overdose of Vita C bananas has sent him on a rampage. We have no choice but to retreat for now.
No, please. Ah! No, 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 no! No! I'm dead!
No, he just spits you out.
And then it's Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh god.
I didn't even get a
You were
chance.
standing right there.
Yeah. The perspective's a little fucked. You son of a bitch! They just spawn from too close to react to sometimes. Oh, Peppechi! You're a god! Even better, more cookies. Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Yeah, what?
You gotta stop standing right there when he starts doing that.
I can't tell how close I can be. I don't even know. Can I fall off? Oh, I guess not. Oh, shit. Ow, fuck. I thought I could fall off. In which case I'm fine. Stop. I can speak too.
Stop it, Andros.
Oh, fuck. I can't even get it. Instead of designing a boss this ass and giving me cookies, just make a boss not this ass. Don't worry, it's fine. He's been fixed.
Tiny.
A more appropriate size for you, yellow monkey.
Jimmy, do you read me? Spectre has headed off to the moon.
Where? The moon. That's where Spectre's base is.
Precisely. And undoubtedly also the location of this lethargy laser. You must stop that laser from being fired.
So what is it you're all talking about?
Spectre!
I really didn't expect you to beat Old Yellow. But I'm afraid that will be just about the last victory for you.
Put old yellow out to pasture.
Because I am about to reveal my trump card.
It's gone rabbit on bananas.
Card! You mean the lethargy laser!
Aha! Well, it seems you've been doing your homework. Then I suppose it won't hurt to tell you that when this thing is fired at the Earth, humankind will lose all motivation to resist
Sonic Adventure
my
2
plans
could
of
never.
domination.
No way! Not a chance!
Oh, really? If you think you can stop me, I'm just dying to see you try. Because I do believe you're doomed. But anyway, see you around, chum. Ciao!
Darn it! We've gotta hurry!
Also takes place in one of Yellow's footprints, I guess.
That's the spirit!
Cool.
You did an amazing job defeating that enemy.
Yeah, I sure did. Definitely didn't almost die. More concept
Pikachu
art.
MVP.
Real. Fable! And as soon as Pikachu began crying, the very ground upon which his tears fell began sprouting banana trees. Again, Jimmy and his little Pipitry were overjoyed with the stroke of luck. The monkeys, seeing this, were now sure that if they cried, they too would have their own banana trees, so they began slamming their heads against rocks to cry. No matter how hard they tried, nothing came of their tears, and their heads were soon covered with bumps and bruises. Comics. Would you like some matches? Poor girl working out in the cold. Don't worry, I'll take some. Really? Thank you so much. Hey, mister. That is 1 million yen. Cough it up. A macho match scam?
That's a twist on this. That's a very sad story.
Right. Nice. Cookies. Show me RC cars. I don't remember how many there are. Oh!
Oh!
Call that the fruits of my loins. The monkeys were angered as never before, and so that night, they came and ate every last banana on the banana tree. When the pair woke up in the morning, they were sorely disappointed, for not a single banana remained for them to eat. With nothing better to do, they planted the banana peels in their farm, and from whence they planted the peels have sprouted many beautiful flowers. You know banana peels are poisonous?
I did not.
The dosage of poison in the banana peel is just so small that you'd never notice unless you ate an incredible amount of them. That's why they taste bad. Just then, a kindly professor strolled by and was quite pleased by the beautiful flowers and gave the pair many wonderful gifts. The monkeys, seeing this, spread banana peels across the ground, but the professor slipped upon them. The monkeys once again became angry, but this time the professor was angry too, and so he caught them all up and warped them away with his gotcha net. The end.
The moral is stop being angry at everything.
True. Your turn. Monkarella, Part 1.
Monkarella was a beautiful monkey with adorable big eyes. Fair Monkarella was most popular in the town, and I'm not cutting out, am I?
Nope.
Okay, Discord is, like, having a moment. A very high price was listed on the poster of her that was found all over town, and when the shopkeepers spotted her, they quickly closed up shop, awed by her greatness. Monkarella, quite simply, was the talk of the entire land.
Where could this be going?
A glass banana?
That'd be a good idea. You should write Monkey Fables. Aw, Pippichi. The remote-controlled car is not only useful for activating switches, it can also be used to collect cookies and gold coins! Which I have done once or twice. Speaking of cookies. I won a bonus RC car. Pudding.
Did it say it explodes?
Mm-hmm. Into a gelatinous mess. If you hiccup, then your day will be wasted. Your fortune's fair today. It'll get worse with more hiccups. Hello there. How are you today, ladies? Would you like to go for a drive in my car? A car? How cool! Let's go! This is no car! Let me off! Rumbleweed.
Don't trust strange monkeys that invite you for a ride in their car.
True. Monkey Fable.
One day, the banks were giving her money, which she was always most pleased about, when a friend told her about a party. She had always wanted to pay a visit to the castle, and so she asked an old wart-covered witch to prepare her a magical horse and carriage. The warty old witch obliged, and her ride was secured. I feel like we are mixing together several fables.
What do you mean? This is Cinderella. And only Cinderella. The ultimate confrontation. Hey, next time on Let's Play Escape 2, we finish the game, question mark? Probably. Bye.
The moon!
The moon!